was actually thinking about backdrops and whatnot like that, and the look of and how we would set things up. I had no idea as to what was going on.
I thought about a green screen too.
Yeah.
They're only like $35.
Yeah, they're really, really affordable at this point. We can put that way. We can put anything in the background, like literally what we're talking about. You could throw that up in the background as we're talking about it. We would need a computer hookup too.
Talk about the new Godzilla movie.
Yeah, and have Godzilla right there. Totally, dude. But like I said, you would need to be you'd need to like have like a laptop sitting like on that, so that way you'd be operating what was going on as well.
Man,
I have a laptop, a brand new one that I have to. Well, it's not brand new, but I have to. It was Leanne's, and I just have to like fucking wipe everything off of it. And I was just gonna use that for podcast stuff. Decent HP.
We're gonna make a video out of that.
Of what?
Okay, so
of wiping the computer.
Basically, we're gonna upgrade it.
Oh, okay.
We're going to. I guarantee you, it's probably just a 2.5-inch. Like hard drive that's in it right now.
Probably. I mean, it's an HP that you can buy from fucking
like one of the $400 deals.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh man, I'm so excited. Like because that's just like you can do it to any computer basically. Nowadays, it's got like a satellite like hook up on the motherboard, and it makes it so fast. Like. This is the first time when I built my gaming computer.
That's why she gave it to me. Was because she was like, "It's too slow."
It's
too slow.
Like that's what I always thought too. And then I like started learning about like computers. And I built my gaming computer, and like the first time I've ever booted from SSD. And holy cow! Like maybe I've booted from an SSD at school because like. I wish I had. I don't know the numbers. Like, geeks know the numbers. Right.
We should know them.
I know.
We should know them at this point.
I'm gonna learn them. But, like, it's a lot faster. Like, it's crazy faster even on paper. But like to tell, like just to experience it. Like when you turn on your computer, it's like turn it on, and then like a couple seconds later you put in your password, and as soon as you hit go on the password. There's no waiting or anything. It's like as soon as you hit go, it's like okay, here's the desktop. Start doing.
You're computing.
Like, you're computing. Right. Like it's crazy. Like so to do that to a laptop, like oh man.
Yeah,
so
and
we're gonna make a video about it.
And I literally paid nothing for the laptop, so.
Like, and then we can also look at it and see. We can even put some more RAM in it because laptop RAM is pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's ass.
Like, we can get another stick of RAM for like $16. Like in the hard drive, for about like a 250 gig is like the.
You know the crazy part about this right now?
Like it's like $30.
Really?
Or like if you want 500 gig, like $35 or $40. Like 500 gig is usually what's in a laptop, right?
Right.
Like 500 gig, that's what's in like my other laptop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah.
Usually that's what's in it. I've never seen it. I've never had a 1 terabyte hard drive.
No, I'm guaranteeing
so half of
when we bought this laptop, I'm guaranteeing
500
the terabyte
gonna
was
be
not.
fine for that. Jamie, pull it up. Yeah, dude, look at them. Those fucking chimpanzees, they can rip you in half. Those memes are so good. Like, it's like people have edited like parts of videos together where it's just clips back and forth, and they trail him into another, and it's like, dude, they can tear you in pieces.
When you ingest THC, it turns into 11-hydroxy, whatever the fuck. Season 3 of Scream, the TV show. Okay, so let's talk about this. Yeah, it's been in developmental hell since 2017. It switched over to executive producer Queen Latifah.
What?
Queen Latifah, executive producer. So that's
what.
So yeah, that's gonna be good.
Well, I mean, I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
Is she a producer?
I never even
directed producer.
I don't know. Oh, the only thing that pops into my mind right now is the scene from Scary Movie 3 where she played the Oracle from fucking The Matrix, and she's farting. It's like, and it's just like, yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm assuming. The only upside to that is no. Okay, fuck upside. Right now, let's look at the
That's
cast.
incredible, though. What?
Okay, okay, the cast: Mary J. Blige, Tyga,
Oh my fucking god.
Kiki Palmer. I don't know who that is.
Hold on.
Tyler Posey. I guess he went from like, hey, leaving the Teen Wolf thing was fucked up. Let's go and recreate Scream. C.J. Wallace, unfamiliar, and okay. Paris Jackson. Do you know Michael Jackson's daughter?
Stop.
Okay, so yeah, I just thought it would be kind of ironic if they killed her off first. Because of the list of people, she's the only white person. So it's just kind of like, okay, let's do that.
Definitely. No.
Upsides, the company got the rights to the Ghostface mask, so the original Ghostface mask is coming back.
Okay.
And Roger L. Jackson, the
Actual
guy,
mask? Is it like
the actual Scream mask, you know.
No, like because all of the like.
The previous seasons were an adaptation of that. It was just like
It didn't look
wasn't.
right,
No,
right?
not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
I
It
thought
just
it
looked
was
like
just
a.
me.
You remember
I thought
the
I was having that Mandela effect.
Right.
I swear to
Right.
God, like
like you saw Sinbad and
Like-
Shazam?
did you see the fact that they made one?
Right,
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Funny or
yeah,
Die or
exactly,
something? That was
exactly.
great. That's
But
awesome.
I can literally
Like,
remember
I swear-
that movie.
No,
I,
I
like
know.
if I go back, I'm like, I remember that fucking movie.
Well,
It
that's funny
existed.
because I don't.
You don't.
Don't. No, see it because
Like everybody goes, I remember Shaq in it. I'm like, I remember Sinbad.
Was it Kazam?
Kazam.
Shaq? Okay, because
Kazam
I remember
was Shaq.
that really well. That
Yeah,
was one
the
of my favorite
Boombox.
movies.
He
I
lived in the
loved
Boombox.
the movie.
Right.
He wound up in a club at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He was like with a bunch of like Armenian dudes.
I can't get that in depth with you.
I'm
I
pretty sure
remember.
there was like Armenian dudes, some gold pendants around their fucking necks.
I remember the gold pendants.
I'm pretty sure you don't even have to subscribe to our Patreon. Watch this.
Right. I don't even know what a Patreon is at this point, so
like,
let's go with that.
I'm like really sick and tired of. It's not bad. People need support.
Right,
People
but I
do this
hate.
for a job. Like they don't have a day job. They can sit there and make really good content.
Yeah, but I hate the breakup in conversation with, hey, while you're at it, click the like fucking button and the bell and all of that. I hate that.
Now, Tim Pool, this is going straight out to you. And no offense to him, because like I listen to his shit when I'm working.
I'm unfamiliar. Unfamiliar.
He's a right. Okay, he's gonna hate being called right wing, but he's
Okay.
a right wing politic.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
discusses things.
Got you.
I'm right wing. I don't like the direction of Democrats. I used to be a Democrat myself. I don't like the direction that the social justice warrior people.
Right.
No, I don't. I hate that culture. Like, But he's like 2 minutes. Not even sometimes 2 minutes, but sometimes he throws out the attention grabbing title and he starts talking about it right away.
Right.
And he starts getting right into the
Right.
material, and then all of a sudden, now everybody, go ahead and go onto my PayPal account. You can go and do a monthly subscription. You can go to my Patreon and go ahead. I have 4 different tiers. You don't get anything from them, but
Great.
you can support me. Like I'm.
You know what's even worse is the people that are like, hey, if you do this, you're entered into the contest
Oh
that doesn't exist. There is
Man.
no contest.
That's the worst part because
You'll win a
like,
PS4,
Like,
and it's like,
can we
what?
try and like expose some of those people because I've
Oh, I
watched
would love
somebody
to.
like
Love to.
I've watched somebody and at the end of it like say like a Nintendo Switch like motherfucker dude I would love to have a Nintendo Switch. I'm really interested in Sword and Shield even though it got kind of a shitty review at E3. Like people aren't happy about some of the mechanics that they've seen. I don't know if it's actually going to be
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield is like the new Pokemon game.
Oh, okay.
There was like another game I'm not familiar with them either, but Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and I don't know if they're actual Pokemon games or not, but it looked like
Are they
going to
be mobile?
on the Switch.
Oh, on the Switch. Okay.
Don't quote me because there's probably a lot more to the game. It doesn't seem like to me that it was like an actual full Pokemon game that you go out, fight through trainers, level up, get a team of Pokemon. I'm not going to pay for that.
No.
I want to
Not
play
a little
Mario Odyssey and I want to play Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Let's see. I know those
That's
things.
those
know
two I
those
wanna
things. Know those things.
I want Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield is supposed to be the new game. But from what it looks like, the art style. It looks like another Go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll look more. I'll watch more.
What I'm most waiting for is obviously what a lot of PlayStation people are waiting for, which is Last of Us 2 and Death Stranding. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to
Last of Us is zombie.
Infected, but yes, yeah. The cordyceps, if that's the right word.
So you're big on it. You were always big on the different zombie
Jesus,
stuff, right?
Anything
I
zombie.
I like the mainstream ones. Day of the Dead. That they redid.
I can lead right into
there was a Diary of the Dead or something.
awful stuff. I can lead directly with that. That's a great segue there.
I would love for you to do a whole segment on those.
But just actually today, while I was at work, 28 days, 28 weeks. If you're familiar with either of those,
Sorry to break the continuity of it, but I'm
go for it.
familiar with one of the 28s.
The first one, probably, right?
The people running around in this village on Main Street, hiding under buildings.
Could be either one. Could be either one.
Oh man, that's
Could be
great.
either one. Hawkeye was in the second one. Jeremy Renner.
Oh, damn it! See, it's been so long since I've seen either one, so I couldn't tell you.
The main characters of the second one were a brother and sister. Younger boy, older girl.
Damn, no. See, what's that one?
28 weeks is the second one.
Weeks? Yeah, see.
28 days. Yeah. And crazy enough, 28 days later is what gave the inspiration for The Walking Dead and the start of that.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm familiar with it.
And dude waking up from a coma in the hospital, walks out, realizes zombies.
That's great.
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you told me that in the past.
After all of this,
That's great.
the original director, Danny Boyle, he's back after years of saying that he wouldn't do it because he wanted to leave it behind.
Really?
Is back to finish up, maybe finish up the saga. And 28 months, 28 years, if he's going along with the same continuity. No, he's just today, literally today.
What's today? 26th? 25th?
Something.
26th.
One of those.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a day. But he literally confirmed today that he's going back to it. He's got
no kidding.
They're writing it out, and he will not give a title, a synopsis, anything. He's like, I'm doing it. I'm back. I'm doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
Yeah, Danny Boyle's back with the next chapter in the 28 series.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, okay, so I definitely need to rewatch the first one.
Yeah.
I need to watch
I'm
sure I've seen the second one on TV.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing.
Yeah.
I've got it here if you want to take it. You watch it.
We'll have to watch it.
Yeah, for sure. People who are unfamiliar, it was basically a modified version of the rabies virus. Some animal activists in the first movie released monkeys.
Oh, yes.
And
okay, wait, I totally remember.
it transfers through blood and whatnot, bites, blood, any sort of
gets into
mucus.
It quick, right?
Yeah.
Gets into it right away?
In the second movie, it actually gets transferred with the husband kissing his wife, so saliva transfer. And within seconds, like the wife was actually.
That's right.
She was
it goes into the
with-
bathroom or something.
No.
I'm thinking of a different movie.
You're thinking Dawn of the Dead. That's the Zack Snyder remake.
I've seen all those bullshit like those movies. Like I've seen.
Can you believe
I've
that
seen
Dawn of the Dead?
times. Like
Dawn of the Dead was done by Zack Snyder, the same person who did Batman vs Superman. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah.
Watchmen.
Yeah, I heard the.
Yeah.
I watched the Kevin Smith.
He did Watchmen, right? I'm not wrong. I really hope I'm not wrong. I'm the movie guy. That would suck. I'm pretty sure he did Watchmen.
Damn it.
Watchmen has a TV show coming out.
I've read the comic/book,
No.
the graphic novel, whatever it's called.
That was
I've read
a
it.
very underrated movie for the time that it came out. It was fucking amazing,
Dude, just because I had read it, I that's when I was still I was
Miller?
dating Baby Killer.
Miller. Was that? Did he do that? Something Miller? Matt Miller?
If
Mike
it
Miller?
rang a bell, it'd be
Something.
instantly.
Maybe not Matt or Mike. Maybe I'm just mixing up the M's. I think the M's are there with me. They're just hanging out. Matt or Mike. I don't know. Fuck
If I knew, it'd ring right away.
But yeah, they're
I
actually
was with
doing
Baby
it.
Killer at the time, and she was reading it for art school.
Oh
So she gave me
shit!
the book after that if she read it and stuff.
That's
And-
pretty crazy, dude.
yeah.
That whole scenario there
Oh
with
yeah, that'll come up.
that whole at work.
Yeah, dude, I don't always kill my baby. But when I do, I put it in a bag at my work.
Yeah, and
in
I
the
just
desk.
pretend like nothing happened. Like, dude, what the flying fuck?
Dude, I know.
Like, what? Where? Why?
I know.
How?
I don't know.
What possessed?
For what reason?
Like, prison, right?
Yeah.
For how long?
Up to 9 years or a minimum of 9 years. Not
For a
sure.
life?
Like,
For a, wow,
I know, right?
dude, how?
So,
Right?
Watchmen.
I can't go back. I can't go back. We gotta sum that up.
That's how I read the book.
How do you keep on?
then the movie came out.
How do you keep on getting with them?
What?
Those sorts. You got a hacking it up one. What the hell?
know, right?
Like a hack and slasher.
Hack and slash. Dude, speaking of which, the new
God.
God of War.
Do you know with the new God of War, they were actually I read this right before you got here, so I'm so happy you brought that up. I feel fucking amazing right now.
People
that
are
you
really
brought that up.
excited about the PS4 God of War because
Yeah.
it looks incredible.
They
right?
almost completely left out Atreus and Kratos. They were almost never a part of the story. It was almost never about Kratos and this kid.
Oh,
The
really?
entire story almost got dropped about them.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how it would have done.
I don't know. Never finished the article. You walked in.
Damn.
Yeah, we went over Ghostface and all that. Roger L. You know Roger L. Jackson, the guy who did the original Ghostface voice. What else he did?
I know.
You have no idea.
I have no.
You have no idea.
You've
He
told me?
he did Mojo Jojo as well from fucking
I didn't
yeah
know
yeah
that.
dude, the guy who did Scream. What's your favorite
Stop.
scary movie?
You know, I recently like what?
What's your favorite scary movie? That guy.
Yeah,
He also did Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, no
He also did that dude.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
Powerpuff Girls. Oh, you want to know? Well, let's go somewhere else fun.
Yeah.
Want to go another fun one? There's a Saw reboot. Saw reboot coming out.
Really?
Yeah. Guess who's doing that? Guess. Give a fucking wild guess.
M. Night Shyamalan?
Oh, dude,
James Cameron?
Oh, Jesus.
Michael Bay?
Oh, wow. All of those.
Action packed.
There would be unnecessary. There'd be a transformer for no reason. You have to.
Who's doing it?
I want to play a game.
Like horror movie person?
No.
Who?
You'll never. Chris Rock. I'll leave that there.
Wait, Chris Rock?
I'll leave that there.
Black Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Yeah. And it's directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. Credits being Saw 2, 3, and 4. So he did nothing. All right, so filming starts next week. Look out for that. Child's Play remake. We can go with that. I know that's in the
Yeah.
news. That's already out. People have been talking about that. What do you think about Luke Skywalker, buddy?
Mark Hamill.
Mark
So
fucking Hamill.
So what's the voice of Mark Hamill? In
He actually does a pretty decent job of.
like, what's he do? Like, who's he? Is
He's
he a character? Or-
he's Chucky.
No, stop!
He's Chucky, dude.
Oh man,
He's
is
Chucky.
it creepy?
It's
He's old now.
Well, of course. I mean,
80?
he's been
75?
I imagine
70, he's
he's
the
got to
same,
be.
same age as Trump.
He's got to be in
77.
there. He's in there.
Oh,
But,
Trump just turned 78, didn't he?
Sure.
Trump has the same birthday as me.
Does it? Awesome.
Anyways, dude, so Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, Luke
Voice of Chucky.
fucking Skywalker.
Um,
And the crazy thing is, this is crazy. He was actually a fan brought this up to him. He actually voiced Chucky before and totally forgot that he did it. He did it in an episode of Robot Chicken. He
Stop it.
swear to God, look it up.
Oh my
Look it up.
God.
Yeah, he voiced Chucky in Robot Chicken and forgot he did it.
That's hilarious.
And
Was
then-
it like around the
Not even close. Years ago.
like
years ago.
when they did the Star Wars like Robot Chickens?
Probably sometime. Probably years
Like-
after that. Probably years after that.
After so they were just like still working with them.
Yeah. It's just because he was one of their go-tos. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
like
funny
they,
as-
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And it's, you know, Seth
makes
Green.
sense.
He kind of has like an inner circle of
Yeah,
people that
he's
he
still
always
in
has
the
worked
circle.
with. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
He was just recently on what was it?
I don't
Jimmy
remember
Kimmel
seeing
or something like that.
Has it been anything like his face been on the big screen.
No, he hasn't been on it. He's been doing a lot of directing and stuff. I think he's got a
Yeah,
new.
figures,
I'm pretty sure he has a new movie coming out right now that he
Ever
just
since they
directed.
started Robot Chicken, he hasn't acted.
Yeah, he stayed on since like Austin Powers and whatnot. He was just kind of like,
Right.
I did that.
But
So,
I loved him. That's how I knew him.
My favorite encounter. Well, I have two favorite encounters with Seth Green. The first one being a movie that I guarantee almost nobody has ever seen. It's called The Attic Confessionals. It's about basically a halfway house, and
He looks like an addict.
right.
You can play one easy.
Oh, easily. And he played like a mentally challenged dude, and he for a long time I used to write a big L and a big R on both of my hands, and he had that on his hands to remind himself of his left and right. And the entire movie was about these people in like this. I believe it was a halfway house, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And people were dying in there, and at some point in time, it comes to be that he's spoiler alert for people that haven't seen the movie. That's 20 years
Not a
old.
big spoiler, but
Yeah, he.
some
he
people
ends-
actually believe that you shouldn't spoil anything, no matter how long.
Okay, well, something happens, and he happens to be something, and yeah, and you don't guess that. But the other one being Idle Hands, dude.
Oh,
Devin
man.
Sawa,
What a good movie.
amazing.
What a
bro.
good 90s
Amazing.
movie. What, 90s?
It's so good. I saw that. I
2001?
saw that fucking movie in the theater.
2001.
I saw that movie in the theater
Yeah,
with,
so did I.
with my mom.
Me too. That's so weird. I've
She's
seen it with my
smoking
mom.
weed on the couch, and I'm like,
No, there's nudity. They show
dude,
tits, don't they?
Jessica Alba.
Stop it. Stop it right
That's
now.
like her first movie, if I'm not. Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Toit.
That's great.
She was
What a
dope.
good horror movie,
Yeah.
though. I don't remember
Awesome
you
flick.
out about it.
Awesome flick.
I was
bro.
young. I had to be young. 2001, I bet.
Right.
2003. is
Still
most.
want to get that shit on like Blu-ray or DVD.
Yeah,
I
do
still
too.
need to.
I'd like to. It's probably so old I could probably
Somebody
get
send it to me.
VHS. Can you get a VHS?
Yeah, send it to me. No, I don't. It's so awesome.
Speaking of send it to me, this episode's brought to you by Squarespace. If you're not in my space, you're pretty square dog. Dude.
Tits. That was nice.
Fucking, what do they call them? Not transitions. Segways. Segways are so bad.
When you say transitions, I immediately think of the skate park. Yeah. We used to get drunk there and fucking skate. Remember when we rented the place out a million different
That'd
times?
be a pretty good time to go there, like
Yeah.
with my vlogs.
Remember when John broke both of his wrists? Were you there?
No, I wasn't there. I know.
Yeah, he broke both of his fucking wrists.
dude.
It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Hilarious. And he kept going. We were like, what the fuck?
Nothing good.
Now, he's like riding fucking Harleys and stuff.
Like, dude, I'm good, bro.
No, he's good now. He is too, so.
Man.
So, Avengers is being put back into theaters this upcoming week, I believe.
To be honest, I haven't kept up with any of the Marvel movies. I never seen.
What have you seen? Iron Man movies.
What was
There's 3 of them.
before the Incredible Hulk?
Which one? Because Edward Norton played the Incredible Hulk at one point. And then there was a dude. I can't remember his name off the top of my head because of the beer. So,
Yeah, so I missed.
There was
out
nothing
on a
before
lot.
that.
I missed out a lot.
Iron Man. Have you seen any of those?
I've seen the first 2 for sure,
Okay.
and
Avengers, the first one?
I've seen most of the first.
Joss Whedon
Captain
did
America.
the first. Okay.
See
So
parts of that, but what introduces that movie is in Incredible Hulk, right? Don't they talk about?
some kind of no, just no. Just
Like-
I'm just gonna go with no because
And-
like in the grand scheme of things, no.
I didn't see any Civil War.
What the fuck?
I didn't see. Yeah, I know.
You haven't seen Civil War.
Cause
You haven't seen The Winter Soldier, which is probably one of almost the best espionage films. Not even
the
superhero.
problem was because I didn't see them all at first, and then like it all yeah, it all just like snowballed on itself.
Okay,
So I never got to see them.
guess what we're gonna be doing?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's gonna be a whole.
It's gonna be a whole.
It's gonna be a whole. thing.
There's days worth of time that you need because there's lots of you're like literally
I went
you're
hard
gonna
on
shed
Batman.
you're gonna shed some tears in some
Like-
movies because they're amazing. They're amazing. They're amazing.
Like,
It's
I
not
went
even.
hard on some of the Batmans.
They're some of the best parts of these
Oh,
movies.
I've never seen Superman v Batman. Never seen it. I listened to spoiler interviews with Kevin Smith about it and how he felt about that version.
You know, if we want to go into that,
because I know it's not. I know it's not.
Christ.
I know it's not. Yeah. So I know it's not like what we were used to timeline Batman. I know it's
No,
not.
definitely it's not Michael fucking Keaton, bro. Michael Keaton's the awesome,
Yeah,
most best.
Thank
Like,
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fuck George Clooney because he didn't even want to be
My
there.
favorite, like, I'm okay
Christian
with George
Bale,
Clooney as a person.
I love Christian
Christian
Bale
Bale,
in
I'll accept
American
him.
Psycho. I like him in American
Like,
Psycho.
I'll even accept his Batman. It's
I'm
fine.
very sorry for all of the Bale fans, but fuck him as Batman. I don't like the voice.
Yeah, maybe
Where is he?
wasn't
Where is he? I fucking can't stand that shit. And his mask left this part out. Like, what? Where are they? Where are they? Like, what the fuck, Batman? Like, you look like a gimp. Like, you look like you're gonna rape me. I don't like this.
Get mad.
Yeah. The only good
They
part.
just edited out the zipper.
Yeah, exactly. The only good part of the Bale fucking Batman movies was fucking Heath Ledger as the Joker. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And-
It was like, but that Batman, not Christian Bale as that Batman.
Yeah.
I liked that Batman.
You are aware that
Like, I don't play into the character part as much as, like, what Batman he was. Like,
Yeah.
that was the high-tech Batman.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Like, as
Gotcha.
a kid, I wanted that.
Right.
Not as an adult.
Right. It's more of the
It wasn't
vigilante.
nostalgia ruining to me.
Right.
Because as a kid, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
High-tech Batman.
Yeah.
Fucking square bookshelves with equipment raising out of the floor.
Yeah.
With who is Alfred?
Oh God. Michael Caine. Michael Caine was fucking Alfred,
so
right?
I didn't even know of him as a kid.
Michael Caine.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you couldn't have had a more perfect butler.
Oh, Michael fucking Caine, man. If I were to have a butler,
Like,
it would be
if-
Michael Caine always.
Nowadays, if I'm to think of somebody, that's who's gonna play it.
Right.
As a kid, I wouldn't have known, but but it fulfilled this like feeling in me, like that's
Filled that void, that little void.
really that was and like it really hit it on the nose. Like
Yeah.
that was the right Alfred. Alfred's his name, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like that was the right Alfred.
Yeah.
Like plus high tech Batman.
Oh, of course.
Like, but he's not Batman Beyond. He's not in that.
No,
suit.
Batman
because he was high
Beyond.
tech too. Right?
Batman Beyond was
He was
fucking.
high tech.
It was Batman
Didn't
Beyond.
like the suit. I watched.
You didn't like the suit. You
cartoon.
really didn't like the suit.
Didn't know.
The more sleek.
The red and black sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as a kid. I watched the cartoon still because it was Batman.
Yeah,
It was
of course.
original Batman, but
Yeah.
like I didn't like didn't like the costume. But he was
Okay.
high tech, right? He had
Yeah.
more gadgets.
Oh, of course.
And
They were upgrading, because they were
Flashy.
going. They were going
late
from.
'90s was getting even more radical, right?
They kind of what they did was, there was
Oh, you're
there was
Batman Beyond.
Batman, there was Batman the animated series, which is one that with Mark Hamill
Yeah.
as the Joker for
Yeah.
the longest
And
time.
that's the funny part.
And then you go into Batman Beyond, and then they started doing the movies, which was like the Phantom. I'm gonna say a Star Wars movie all of a sudden. Shit. Whoa! Almost went into a Star Wars movie. I said almost said Phantom Menace, but there was crap. It's escaping me completely. That sucks because I'm usually really good with this.
What the first after it gets weird, The Dark Knight Rises.
No. I'm talking about as far as animation goes. They started releasing.
animation movies?
Yeah, they started
Oh, I gotta
releasing
see how much
animation
movies those-
flicks, and they
Brian,
went back. They
we
went
need to get Brian on
back.
the podcast because
Oh, for sure.
He's really familiar with it.
I don't know who Brian is, but sure, definitely.
He's really familiar with it.
Yeah. So they went like Batman the animated series, then they went Batman Beyond, which was younger, edgier, and then they started doing the Batman animated films, and they kind of went back to the Batman from the animated series, skipped back over Beyond, and brought back the dude.
They I guarantee I've seen them.
Probably along the way, for sure.
I'd really
For
love
sure.
to rewatch them. You know, I rewatched Scooby-Doo recently.
The live
original
action?
From this, no.
No, you're
The
talking
from the
you're
70s, yeah.
Casey Kasem and
Yeah,
whatnot.
like it was, man, it hit a good spot. I have a
Yeah,
real
dude.
bad nostalgia
Yeah,
bug,
dude.
and like, man, I remember every episode.
And you just realize that
Every
fucking
episode.
Shaggy and
Like as a kid from the
Scoob.
'90s, we
getting
watched stuff
stoned.
from the '70s.
Yeah, for sure.
Wacky Races.
Not hitting a bell. No.
What?
Ringing a
Oh,
bell. Ringing a bell. Sorry.
man. I was always glued to the TV as a kid. in the
Wacky
90s.
Races.
Yeah.
What was that?
Dick Dastardly and his dog Muttley.
Okay, that's. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I got you.
Alright,
I know. I'm
so
there. I'm
He was
there.
always trying to get in the way of this blonde bitch. Couldn't tell you her name.
Okay.
And some dude.
All right.
You know,
All right.
muscles.
I got you. Okay,
He
cool.
reminded me of Fred from Scooby Doo.
Okay.
That's how
I just remember watching back on Scooby Doo, and obviously everybody thinks this now. It's just like, okay, Shag and Scoob are going to get baked and eating munchies and going and hunting for fucking ghosts that probably aren't there, Bill.
It was so long it took me to make the connection.
Right.
It took so long. It's so funny that I correlate Scooby Doo with Batman.
Yeah, I
Time in my
don't, dude.
life, I guess.
We're bouncing all over the place, and it's cool because
Yeah.
editing rocks.
With Batman though, I loved.
We were talking. Oh wait, I
Batman
want to go
movies.
back. I want to go back a little bit. Can we go back a little bit? A little bit. Yeah, and now I'm saying. So you have not seen Batfleck.
No.
Ben Affleck as Batman, and that was filmed
Oh.
entirely in
90s was Keaton.
yeah,
Yeah.
well 80s/90s.
Right.
Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That would be Clooney.
Stop it.
That's Clooney.
What was Keaton?
With
the
Keaton
first
was
Tim Burton one.
yeah,
Yeah.
the first one.
Okay.
And
Because
was
Arnold
he was the second
still,
one. He was Batman Returns as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
With Michelle
see,
Pfeiffer as
that makes
Catwoman.
sense, That makes sense.
Michelle Pfeiffer as
Yeah,
Catwoman.
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Poison Ivy and Catwoman.
No.
No,
Poison Ivy was Uma
different-
Thurman
different
in
chick, but
Poison Ivy wasn't there.
same
No, the Penguin was there.
movie?
Nope. Not
both of the movies.
No. Stop guessing. Stop guessing. But anyway, Batman vs Superman filmed in Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
Leanne's brother was in that movie.
Really?
He actually. And there's a nightmare sequence that takes place out in the desert, since you don't know. And there's a group of soldiers that are all masked. They have guns. It was in the trailer. They're like shooting people and stuff. And there's a guy that puts Batman in a headlock while the rest of them are beating the shit out of him. The guy that has him in the headlock is Leanne's brother.
No kidding.
Yeah,
What?
straight up.
It's not just like extra.
No, he was there.
Wow.
There,
No
for
kidding.
sure. Yes.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Wow. Lucky.
Yep. Awesomeness. One of the Transformers movies also filmed in Detroit.
Yeah.
Has
yeah.
nothing to do with what we're talking about. Doesn't matter.
Also, that TV show Hung.
What?
Hung?
Hung? I have no idea what
It was
that
an
is.
HBO TV show that was shot actually over on like 21st Street in Wyandotte.
Holy shit! I had
Downtown
no
Wyandotte.
idea.
Well, not downtown Wyandotte. I'm sorry, right in the
Off
residential.
like
Wyandotte.
off of Ford Street and
Yeah.
whatnot. Holy cow! I
Yeah.
had no idea, dude.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
Not the show was shot there, but segments of the show. Was
Right,
Shot
that's parts of it and
Isn't
whatnot.
that funny?
Yeah, it's crazy,
It's
dude.
Probably like
When I think of where we live, I'm just like, there's nothing cinematic here, and then Batman vs Superman's here. Like what?
Transformers was first, and then Batman v Superman. Like,
Yeah, bananas, bro.
That's Detroit. You'd like to
Detroit's
see
awesome.
You'd like to see
It's
the big
good.
boy again.
I mean, they did. Four Brothers was done here, right? With Mark Wahlberg as well, and
you're right,
that
yeah.
gangster flick. They
Yeah.
ended it out on Frozen Lake Erie and whatnot.
There's a couple things that have been shot here.
I mean, we got some good.
Big thing.
Some cinematography is really good with our city. I mean,
um,
a lot of people don't really realize that there's really good shots.
And, there's a Detroit filmmakers organization.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I looked into that.
A lot of the people that I know are that I went to school with
really, yeah.
are part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. There's a guy that I know that filmed a couple of movies, Tank 1 and Tank 2. They have to deal with being in prison and whatnot. And, Yeah, they're decent flicks for sure. Definitely for being independent and whatnot, they're really good. Yeah, I've always known that entertainment of some form was something that I wanted to do, and then just kind of naturally following the progression of time, and it's kind of come around to this.
It's funny that you bought that camera a long time ago.
Yeah, dude.
Forgot about it.
Dude, I was starting this then, and that was that was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, I just kind of went gung ho at some point. I wanted to have everything at my disposal.
And it's awesome that you did, dude. It led us to this, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
man. This is awesome.
It took me going through a whole different camera that cost like the Nikon. That's what this is being shot on here.
Nikon.
Is, the Nikon D5300, pretty standard DSLR.
Sorry about all the burps, by the way. It's beer and whatnot.
A lot of people would call it a low budget.
Yeah, but those people are cocks too, so whatever.
I mean, it's a small ASPC crop sensor. It's it's not full frame.
Right. Sorry about that weird moment right there that I just had because I was remembering something that I was to throw at you.
Yeah, that's just pretty much like there's nothing special about the camera.
Just remember me talking about Batman. I was talking about Batman there. I totally showed you the crazy comic that I got, right?
Yes.
Okay,
cool.
Dude. All right, I'm glad I showed you that.
Man.
For the people that don't know, I've got I managed
Batman.
I came across Batman's cock. I stumbled upon Batman's cock, and it's not that great. But
it's kind of impressive.
It's nuts that I actually have it. I use the word nuts right there.
Oh man!
But
I just not got it.
Right.
It's funny because nuts.
Right. Well, let's explain it.
Because
better. But I came across a copy of Batman Damned or Damnation. I always get it mixed up. Damned. A copy, and it's totally sold out everywhere of. Book 1, totally unedited. It's raw, so it hasn't been sent in to get graded yet, but I have it tucked away, hidden away from all of the elements. I'm thinking it's probably a 9.6-ish because it's kind of off center a bit in some spots. But yeah, dude, it's insane actually having something that's worth some shit.
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just be able to walk into a brick and mortar store and buy it.
I was going in there and the dude was like, "Dude, you have no idea what I came across." I'm like, "No."
That's crazy.
I mean, it was like $50. He's like $50. I'm like, "Oh, I'll take it." You know what I mean?
$50,
Yeah, I gotta have it just because I mean, fucking Jim Lee did the art for it. If you don't know who Jim Lee is, he's awesome. He's done Wolverine and a bunch of other people. He's a great artist.
It's not a lot of money for something.
No, something like almost timeless.
I paid $26 for a very harshly played holographic Charizard Pokemon card.
Oh.
$26, for something that's probably not worth $26 at all.
Right.
Like, dude, $50. Like, you know how comics are.
You remember those things being commonplace? They were just everywhere. We were just tossing them around like they were nothing.
Remember when I gave mine away to a kid before I moved to Tennessee?
Right. Like, here. Yeah. This is cool. Have you heard about Brightburn? Okay, James Gunn. You know who James Gunn is? He did Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think of Brightburn, I instantly think of glowing ones from Fallout.
Right. That's awesome, dude. It's so good. Fucking.
Speaking of Fallout, man.
76.
Man, all of Fallout I love. I played some Fallout.
3 is the best. 4 is pretty cool. 76 is it a complete New Vegas. I really it's the best.
I played more New Vegas than I did 3. I have both. I have all of them on the computer, but I played more New Vegas.
You know, there's you remember in I don't know if you got far into 3, but there was a place called Little Lamplight with the little kids. Oh, dude, awesome! You know it.
Yeah, I played
in one of the games.
A couple thousand hours of each game.
In one of the games later, I don't know if it's 4 or if it's New Vegas, you run into an older person
of the McCracken or McCraney,
and he talks about Little Lamplight from fucking 3 where he was awesome, in. Bro. I'm like, oh
yeah, only a couple people caught that. Dude,
I fucking geeked out hard about that. Man. Did you blow up Megaton?
Of course.
In 3?
I played it a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, you went both ways.
So I went straight to the dude and blew it up. And
I could not believe how good that looked.
and you get. I know.
That explosion
That was crazy.
looked amazing
Like,
for the
I
time.
had just gotten a PS3.
Oh my god!
I just said, "What games do I buy?"
Like fucking.
Of course,
nuts, bro.
because at the time I was in Call of Duty. Of course, Call of
yeah.
Duty. And what else? What game do I buy? The guy behind the counter in the Lincoln Park, Michigan GameStop says,
Right. Fuck GameStop.
"Have you ever
by the way.
played?" Yeah, right. Fuck GameStop. But
Hashtag
have
fuck
you ever
GameStop.
have you ever played Fallout? No. Like, okay.
Oh my god.
Well,
The Fallout
3
lore is so
is
deep, bro.
The open world 3D open world version of this incredible game. It's at this time it was already Game of the Year version. Yeah, so dude,
I fell in so much love with Fallout 3. Like, I played that game for oh my god, it was nuts.
Frito!
Oh my god, dude. Was it the New California Republic?
You're not gonna believe this.
The NCR.
It was his dad.
Dude. Oh. Fallout 4? Fallout fucking 4?
No, okay, yeah, I can talk I can do a whole podcast, dude. I could do a whole podcast about
Okay.
Sean.
Did you annihilate Dad on his deathbed and blow up the MIT?
No.
Or was it? No, it wasn't MIT.
I fulfilled the rest of the.
Oh, you went through that?
Yeah,
I blew that bitch up.
Did you?
I fucking shot him
I
dead
never
in his
played
bed.
it. See now, my first ever playthrough was on Xbox One.
Okay. Have you played? Did you play through it the other?
I have
blowing it up?
I have it on my PC now, and that's when I started playing the different situations. Levels.
I would do what I did, but I would also go back and not do it again because after I did it, I was not able to visit all of the locations that are available in the game, which are like 250 something locations, because I wanted to get all of the locations, and I'm like, I can't now because I wiped that place off the fucking map.
Yeah, right.
And that place, like, it gets wiped out.
You don't get any additional opened up ones.
You just lose. You only lose.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Same thing with like Megaton. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You
only lose.
You get to blow up a place.
Yeah, which I thought it was really cool that
Did you play a lot of New Vegas?
New Vegas. I got a copy of New Vegas, unfortunately, that had glitch, and it lost my entire game, wiped me out about it. Okay, before you get to the dude, the machine that runs everything, before you can destroy him or not, before you can choose which place to go to, you can choose, I want to go to them, or them. I'm walking to that mission, freezes, loses everything.
Man, it's Fallout.
Start
it's
again.
Buggy, it's buggy.
I was like,
yeah, it's. I mean,
and I never went back. Never went back.
Fallout, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that was
volatile. It's buggy.
I loved the storyline. I loved the game, but
incredible.
I could never bring myself to go back just because
bad game.
now I want to so bad.
Like physics and bugs and all that wise, some of it never got fixed.
But usually I don't get shit on.
My favorite series.
Usually I don't get
played
shit
a lot
on.
of Counter-Strike, but
The way that game opened up with you getting buried out in the desert and like getting fucking shot
God,
and shit.
I know.
I was just like, this is the
Man,
fucking
but, like,
tits,
if you got
bro.
to play through it and use the Archimedes weapon.
I still have no idea what happened at the end of the game.
Oh my god, using the
What
Archimedes.
You gotta tell me what happens at the end of the game because I still have no idea.
So you can like.
All right, pick up after you choose.
The whole thing is at the Hoover Dam at the end.
Okay.
Right? You can.
What was the
choose to
guy's
go with
name?
Caesar's
What was the
Legion.
guy's name? The computer that ran everything.
Mr. House.
Mr. House. Mr. House. That was it.
So
That was
you
it.
can choose to
Makes
go with
sense,
Mr.
Batman
House and have an army of robots.
Okay.
You can go with Caesar's Legion and have a bunch of dudes with spears and.
Obviously playing
The
on.
Legionnaires had guns.
Obviously playing on Caesar's Palace as well as Caesar from back in the day.
Yes.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
Awesome.
Nice.
Like the coolest. I loved it. I loved that. Some people didn't like the Hellkaiser.
Where the Fuck. Why am I forgetting what they are called? They are the face of the game. The suit of armor. The fucking.
Power Armor?
Yeah.
Brotherhood of Steel?
Brotherhood of fucking Steel. They were in that game, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They played a pretty big role You couldn't. Oh, man, wow. I don't know Fallout as good as I thought I did. You can absolutely have them play a part.
It
Your
almost
end
seems
game?
like the NCR took over that role
The
of.
NCR, I'm pretty sure it's either in between the NCR, Caesar Legion, or Mr. House and your army of robots.
Okay.
And Brotherhood of Steel gets mentioned in the end.
Really?
Because when you beat the game, it goes, this happened to, what's the first town?
I really, like, honestly, that was the least played one.
It's that really popular town,
That's
Good Springs.
okay.
It starts with there because your journey starts there.
Yeah.
So the settlers of Good
cheated
Springs
death in a
did
cemetery
this,
outside Good
and
Springs
then
cheated
he
death
ended up
once
like
again,
this when you
and the
killed
Mojave
him.
Wasteland was forever
And,
changed.
You know, this happened here in the Brotherhood of Steel. So, what a night.
Yeah, it's been a night, man. Like, literally, hey, cheers. Cheers on the first night. Literally, guys, first fucking night. This is the first time we have literally ever sat down together, plugged everything up, and sat down and went over a convo of the shit we wanted to talk about. It was literally supposed to just be a setup, but I think we might end up uploading this at some point. That's up to the,
That's gonna happen.
It's up to him as to how things go. I'm just kind of along for the ride here, and we're gonna do what we got to do. It's kind of a to be continued because we ended in the mid conversation over Fallout, which is
Basically
fucking
because
awesome.
I can just keep going on and on and on. And on
It
about
would
Fallout.
be an hours.
Go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell if you want to see more of these in the future. Maybe we'll make a couple more. Maybe we'll make a lot more. This one's been brought to you by NordVPN. If you want to have a PP, go ahead and have it by a Nord because they're Swedish.
Have a good one, guys. Good night.